And remember, we're working towards that next level of riding. Little contact, as much as you don't want to pull on him when you're with no irons. Can't have loose reins. Okay, soft hands, yes. Long, loose reins, no. Let's not forget about contact, gals. You know, as much as you're not in charge of getting the horses to come into the bridle, you absolutely must maintain a straight line elbow to mouth. You can't lose track of the concept as you're riding horses that are unfamiliar or perhaps unpracticed at going into the bridle like your big eck horses. But you can't ride around like it's Western pleasure either. Contact is novice and up. You're going to have to do it from the walk, and you're going to have to get a gouger with your heel like you're wearing a spur. Let's go the other way. Change direction, guys. A little easier on the right side than that left bulge. And you're going to have to be a little physical. It's okay. You know, he balks on his natural personality. So
He what?
he balks. Sometimes the more you kick him and squeeze him, the more he wants to say no. So take the leg on, leg off. But give him a heel gouger like you're wearing a spur on that left side. Keep some contact. Don't trot, remember. You don't want the horse to move away from you at the trot. Don't let him. Keep the contact in the reins and add the leg enough that he steps to a canter. Don't run in. No, you're kicking and posting again. Come on, self-discipline. Stay seated, stay still, and touch with your heel. Keep some contact. Nope, you're up and down again in your hip. Discipline that and use the stick behind your leg. Coordinate it that you touch him with your heel and your stick at the same time. And don't crotch forward. Even now you're moving too much in your seat. Stay still in your seat and use your outside spur. You're wiggling in your seat. It's not seat. It's a feeling of your heel and contact. Stay very still in your seat. Outside heel. She doesn't see that little wiggle. Atta girl, a little taller in your chest just to make sure we're posturing up, right? Shoulder over the hip, over the heel. Just watch the wrist a little bit, Lauren, as your horse is soft there. Careful not to get loose in the wrist. Sam, hands working together. Hands working closer together. You're not driving the car at 10 and 2. Hands closer together. No more than 4 inches apart. Spreading the rein is fine a little bit. Take a feel. Close your hand. And reins working at about a 4-inch control box in front of you. Not 8 to 10 inches apart. If you do spread a rein, get something done with it and then put the hands back together again. Good. Now, do you still have a shoulder over the hip, over the heel? Still have your shoulders over your hip. Where's your hip? You got shoulders over your, not even your knees. Open back, away and up. Shoulder over the hip, over the heel. And go to your stick repeatedly if you need to behind your leg. Go to your stick behind your leg several times. When you ask, obviously. When you're asking him to canter, use your stick, tap, tap behind your leg. And I really wish you'd figure out how to stop wiggling it in your crotch. Pull back on the reins that he doesn't trot and he does canter. One step. Pull back on the reins. That a girl. Good. And you go with that feeling of lifting him into it. Go ahead. Carry your hand. Now your stick until he canters. Oh, come on. That's like you're swatting a dead fly. He doesn't care you're doing that. Caitlin, keep the toe up as you're without the irons. Don't let your feet hang down loosely. Toe up. Keep a firmness in your calf muscle by keeping that toe pulled towards your knee stronger. Come on, get after him now. Just canter. Come on. Just kick him now. Go ahead. Just canter. Keep it simple. And remember, an open hand is incorrect, right? Close your fingers around the reins with absolutely zero pressure in your rein is fine. But again, keep a little contact. That's a much better rein contact now. Good. And don't let your hands open and close. A steady hand and a relaxed arm. Let the arm and the elbow follow that canter, not your fingers opening and closing. Girls, remember, hands closed and wrists straight. Let your elbow be relaxed and your shoulder follow your horse. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good, good. Fingers closed and let your arm follow the horse's canter or trot. Now watch you dropping your left side a little, Caitlin. Stay square. Don't let the stiffness creep into that shoulder on the right and have it higher and higher than your left. Shoulders equal. Just like you're doing push-ups and you're feeling up two arms working the same strength. Make sure your posture is very equal on two sides, especially at the trot. No collapsing the inside when you canter, certainly, but very square at the trot. Nope, now this pass you have no contact again. This pass you have no contact. Straight line, that's it. That's it. Let it girl. Knee up just ever so slightly, making sure that whole thigh stays in alignment. Okay, once you've got your irons back, gals, let's go ahead and do some lead changes next. Little simple changes, of course, first. And then work your way up to your flying changes. But let's go ahead and do some lead changes.
Simple one?
Simple changes first, and then you can work your way up to the flying changes. But give me at least 4 to 6 simple changes in different locations around the ring. Watch the toes turning out now. Inside of your legs, Caitlin, not your feet. Remember, don't ride from your feet in your seat. It's your whole leg around the horse. Atta girl. Put that stick in that left hand. Remember, he's going to move away from the stick, so put that stick in your left hand and give him a tap behind your left leg. All left leg now. Got the contact again, both reins.